Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Game, and we're returning to Command Modern Operations, where we're trying to break Iran as the US. We have sent a couple of aircraft into their territory, mostly F-35s, mostly on a scouting mission, really. One of them is currently trying to run away from this F-35 over here, the MiG-35 over there. We also have got a MiG-35 down here bearing down on one of our airborne early warning systems, which I'm really not that happy about, specifically as these guys are well within range already. We, on the other hand, are trying to bring one of our SuperTomcats here onto this guy, and you know what? I actually think it is appropriate to allocate 2 missiles on this guy. In case you could start shooting, that would be pretty great. I do think all of your radars are on, so I think you should be able to engage soon, because I really don't want to lose our airborne early warning system. We on the other hand did try to take this guy out over here, which we didn't quite manage to do, and you know what, I realized you guys down here are a little bit within that range, so you know what, let's try to bring our airborne early warning system a little bit down here, so that it's slightly outside of their range. I think that would be great. Why are you not launching your missile? These guys are well within range. How about you guys? Are you? Yes, you do use that. So why are you not doing that? Okay, I really don't get that. I mean, firing must obtain from itself or another a high quality track on the target before firing. You have that. I am pretty sure you have that. Is he turning around? He's getting slower at the very least. That is interesting. That could be an indication that he has launched. It could also be an indication that other things are happening. Right. Yeah, we are losing his track every now and then, which is not great. Okay, you guys, can you get down there, please? And you know what? I think you're fine if I told you to go military speed. So you'll be a little bit slower than the MiG-35 there. You are trying to get away from this gentleman over here, which we have seen last a minute ago, so that's pretty much ages. But yeah, there's only so much we can do about these guys as well. Okay, where are you going? I really don't get you. I really don't. We've got a couple of aircraft over here that we could be using to engage him. And he's almost within range, so you know what? Why don't we take this group here of SuperHornets, bring you over there, turn on your radar. Yes, please. And there we go. These are the 2 missiles that I'm looking for. Fantastic, good launch over there. Let's grab you here and go to on a normal speed setting, because I don't think we need to close the range here. So I'm not sure whether it was our guys with this flight here turning on its radar installations, or whether the F-14 here maybe just doesn't have quite a good radar as I would have hoped that it might have. You know what? We might actually go for loiter speed over here, just so that we're not closing the range actually needlessly there. Right, I think you're nicely making your way out of there. Why are you increasing your altitude? You shouldn't really increase your altitude. Could I in fact ask you to come over here and then sort of come in within this valley down here? And I think that would be a great way to get home, so that you're not quite as visible on maybe some of the radar dishes on their side. Although we've also seen that they are heavily using other systems. Here is the experimental AIM-120, high speed, good engagement track over there. I'm guessing you can go a little bit more like that. You are still going normal speed, so I'm not sure whether you have actually realized that you've been engaged over here. Although these guys here are also withdrawing, so let's see what is going to come out of there. More foxgloves over here. Not necessarily sure what they are doing over there, but let's see whether they also going to come down here or not. And here we go. Will we get an engagement? And if so, I do want to know just how likely or unlikely we are to hit. I mean, even if we are producing a hit, that doesn't mean that it wasn't like a 20% chance. And even if we do miss, then it doesn't mean we haven't had an 80% chance or something. So let's see. Okay, first one missed. Second one hit. Okay, interesting. Well, let's see whether we can see that over here. So, well, firstly, you guys up here, Can you actually turn over here because I want to see whether I can engage these guys as well. You guys can stop from what you did. Right, and then weapon endgame. So our final hit probability was only 45%. So it was good that we did send 2 guys over there. And that is in addition to all of these guys. Yeah, there we had a 50% there. But they also, of course, have a probability of, let's say, 10% and 5% there to take us out. So it's clearly less than a 50% ability to hit there. So yeah, it's slightly concerning. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to cruise speed over here because I'm not sure just how long you'll be able to. You are, in fact, on bingo fuel. Yeah, at some point soon we're gonna have to increase our altitude again, but we have to see when exactly that is gonna happen. Right, okay, that is the Tomcat. Can you try to attack this guy? Let's have 1 missile first. Yeah, we are losing his track a little bit. You guys can actually go back to your normal operation, so do come back to this your station there. You're turning around now? Yes, you are, so that's great. Yeah, fantastic, good stuff. 2 MiG-35s over here, a couple of MiG-29s over there. Flanker down there, not sure what that is doing there. But all in all, I think that's okay. Yeah, we've basically lost the MiG-35 over here, so let's actually get to high or even max altitude. That will give us an indication of whether we can still see it, whether it does have its radar installations on, but most importantly, it will potentially give us the ability to actually come back, because it would be great if we could do that. Right, you've definitely reached bingo fuel. Your target here is more than 400 miles away. We are currently increasing our range here by going higher, so that's fantastic. But is it going to be enough, I wonder? Right, so yeah, just might be enough. It's not a lot of reserves there. That is definitely looking very slim. I mean, it's getting better as we are increasing our altitude, but only to a certain degree, so yeah, I'm not too sure. Okay, there's the other MiG-35. You know what, let's send another missile that way. And we're going to actually send 2 missiles here to you, so that maybe we can divert one of them. I do wonder why you're not doing that a little bit more aggressively though. Yeah, I mean these guys are apparently not that great. It's not that easy to track them on the radar. Okay, so we've got only about 150 mile reserve over here, so that's not great. So that is definitely good that we're bringing these guys up there. We are bringing up 2 more F-35s this way. Let's see whether we can do anything against the enemy there. I think we can accelerate time here a little bit. We're mostly concerned about these MiG-35s down here. Well, issue is the radar here just doesn't seem to be good enough. So you know what, let's in fact bring you back over here. And one of you gentlemen had, come on, the other one. You, well... Okay, lots of stuff happening here. Would have been great if we had kept 1 missile here in reserve, but we just weren't able to do that. Whoa, what direction, what speed are you at? 480 miles. That is okay. We've got you coming up here. Yeah, the MiG-35 has basically vanished. Not sure where it is though. Come on. Okay, you know what? I want to try something, and that is, can we do an attack with a bearing-only launch in this direction? No, you're not bearing-only capable. Well, that is unfortunate. Right, you are coming back though. Still a couple of guys patrolling over here. SU-33 there. More flankers over here. Not sure what they are doing there. But I suppose what we could do is, okay, so firstly you are going to light this guy up soon. Let's see whether that is going to be enough to give you a good firing solution. Well, still 5 seconds since we last saw him. 7 seconds now. I think we just lost the other guy completely. Nope, there we are. Come on, that should give you a good enough indication. 100 miles out. No, it's still not good enough. How about you guys? Your radar is on. What about if I sort of drive you up there, more directly send you towards that direction? You're slowly turning around there. Your guys is a pitiful range, but there we go. So there is the missile. First missile at least. Second missile. Will we be seeing the third missile going for this guy now, or will it be slightly delayed? So is it just that we can only spot them at about 92 miles with Black Tiger itself, or was it maybe due to the fact that Eyeball just turned around over there? No, it does seem to be that Black Tiger itself was only capable of launching them at that range. Yeah, but you can see we are already again a little bit uncertain about where exactly they are. So there are a couple of signals that are a little bit spurious. Right, you are coming here. That's okay. I would ultimately try to get you towards the flankers in case there's anything to be said about these guys. How about now? 92 miles. He should be launching soon against the other guys there, if there's anything on that. Yeah, and there we go. So that does tell us that it's actually Black Tiger itself. That does provide the firing solution here. So you know what, let's turn off the radar on Flight Angel here, and instead bring you up a little bit towards Muscat to see whether these flankers here are really really going to engage us. We only have 3 missiles left, and we did learn that they don't necessarily have the greatest range. So you know what, let's bring up another group of Super Tomcats here, or not group, just an individual aircraft I think is fine. But yeah, let's see. I think we can divert this one F-35 Lightning towards the this threat here, 4 seconds, just to see whether, you know, if this all here, if all of this fails, we might still have some plan B in the vicinity. We also got the Super Hornets, but honestly I'm slightly concerned just how well the Super Hornets would deal with all of this. We do have a large number of missiles, which is great, but okay, here we go. They are turning around. They are rapidly losing altitude, trying to get away from this. The first missile is going to impact, and that means the second missile here is going to reorient itself, which is pretty great for us, of course, because that does mean these guys are kept down, and as they are diving down there, I think they might have some issue trying to tackle both of these missiles coming in. Okay, you did miss, the first missile there did miss, so that's not too bad and not too great, but not too bad either. I mean, it was a 50-50. We had 2 missiles. Ooh, a missile. So we are seeing a missile over here now. Interesting. What are you being launched at, I wonder? Does look like you are being launched at the Tomcat itself. Okay, but the... yeah, you are. Okay, let's wait a second over here, because I do want to know whether this guy is going to impact that. You know what? You guys can come up here, go in military speed, please. Try to get into range. Come on, do hit. This must be a hit. Yes! Ooh, CNN, breaking news. I haven't seen that. Today, unconfirmed sources in Iran report that the notorious mercenaries calling themselves the Russian Volunteer Group, or RVG, are in fact taking casualties in action against the United States Navy and Marine Corps forces during heavy fighting in the Persian Gulf region. This news has been met with grim satisfaction in US Defense Department circles, who view the RVG as little more than stateless terrorists. The group of Russian military volunteers have been likened to the American Flying Tigers at the start of World War II. I think these guys were in China, right? Has achieved a high level of fame and acclaim in former Soviet bloc nations, and those unfriendly in general, to the United States and its allies. It is believed among top DoD officials that the RVG's participation was instrumental in the attacks of 8th of February, I think, and the sinking of Carl Vinson carrier strike group in the Strait of Hormuz. The famous, some would say notorious, leader of the RVG, General Vladimir Sergeyev Goronov, has stated that his unit is still in action and causing serious harm to the Yankee imperialist. The chief of the naval operations has remarked that General Goronov and his flyers are high priority targets in this conflict. More on this story as it breaks. Back to you, Wolf. Okay, lovely, good stuff, of course. Now, we must be a little bit concerned because we do have a missile flying at us. Of course, what we're going to do is we're going to take Black Tiger here. And in fact, oh, okay, we do have Black Tiger 2 there. Well, that's unfortunate. I thought we might be able to wait here. Okay, you guys are going to loiter. You here are returning to base. Shotgun? You still have 3 missiles left. Okay, so first off, let's turn off your radar installations. Second, let's unassign you from that. Thirdly, let's go on a perpendicular course on at least cruise speed here. And you know what? We can go on military speed, I don't care. Right, so you are going to go away from that missile. I'm not sure whether it's going to self-destruct because it doesn't have any guidance at this moment. But that should be okay. You guys can also go to loiter speed, I suppose. And just go over the coast here and maybe try to intercept the Su-33. So you would like to go home, and we've only got 3 missiles on you. I think it would be nice to get towards the flankers here. And there are quite a couple of them, and just reducing the threat from them would be very nice indeed. Right, so let's see whether this missile is going to course correct. It doesn't seem so, but I suppose, yeah, you are going military speed already, so I think that's okay. Yeah, I don't think it is targeting us right now, but probably it will turn on its radar seeker very soon. Yeah, there we go, active seeker. But to me it doesn't look like it was turning towards our aircraft over here. So I think it is gonna miss. Might travel a very long way though. But yeah, there's nothing here for it to target, so I think we're gonna be alright. Yeah, that should be okay. Right, let's get you over Iran itself. You, my friend, can come up more directly this way. Maybe we're going to find someone over here now. It would be great to take up this high-value target. Bullfrog 1 wasn't really successful in doing that, but that's okay. Right, okay, you have pretty much done your job over here, so you can turn around now. And the reason I did turn off the radar is because this guy might well have a passive radar sensor, so yeah. We need to be a little bit concerned about that. Right, let's see whether we're going to intercept any flankers or anything like that. Yeah, as we are infiltrating the airspace over here. We do have a last missile coming here towards this radar installation. We don't know whether it will be intercepted. Probably they do have something over there. We don't know. Right, let's accelerate a little bit over here. Let's see what's going to happen. Still don't know where that MiG-35 is. Still don't know whether any of these ships here are hostile or not. We really don't know. We just don't know. Right, and that missile is... Just look at the range of that guy. Okay, you, my friend, can now turn on... Oh, you do have... In fact, wait a minute. Do you in fact have your radar on? I cannot see that. Weird. Okay, now I can see you. Right, and we would like to send a single missile against this target here. That should be okay. Let's go a little bit slower here. No indication of any missile here. You will make it home. Hopefully 480 miles. Yeah. Just barely though. Do remember that... oh yeah. So I think you must have a very low, a very much higher target signature than the MiG-35. Yes, in fact. Many more square meters. So the MiG-35 is not exactly a stealth aircraft. But it just seems to go... it just seems to be not that far from one. And you know what, you can actually go to loiter speed here, because we don't need to close with these guys any faster than we are currently doing. Right, we can send a missile your way though, once we are there. Right, you're returning home. There is these MiG-29s down there that are just buzzing around. So I wouldn't necessarily attack the Su-33s here with missiles. Oh, interestingly enough, It's outside of your engagement range, but since these guys are flying our way, I think you might be successful in causing an intercept over here. But that's not usually what you see the AI doing. Interesting. Right, okay, you know what? You guys can try to fly this way. Just directly go up here. Come into this airspace here. Right, MiG-29 over here. Don't think we need to be concerned with them. I don't think they have seen our Bulldog 1 here. You know what? We are fairly sure that this SAM battery there is hostile. It would be really nice if you could strike this radar installation, even though it doesn't do a lot for them. But it does do something, so it would be nice to just take that out. Right, you're doing fine down there. You're doing fine here. I guess we can increase our interception radius a little bit towards that region. You guys are doing fine over there. Still a couple of missiles flying here. You do have one last missile. Let's see whether we can send it to some place once we have, or whether one of these missiles here is going to fail. Let's actually also check whether the targeting here does work very differently to the other one. So you did miss, and that was due to the fact that you had final hit probability is 71%. Okay, that's not great, but yeah. Okay, now you have launched your second missile there. That's great, or your third missile, I should say. 8 in total. So that does look like a good intercept there. Head on. Nope, missed there. But the last one is coming up this way, so that's okay. And you know what? You can actually probably go to max altitude, so that you have a slightly better downwards visibility against these guys. Right, okay, you are coming up nicely there. You're going this way, that's fine. You're being backed up by this gentleman. Suppose we can go a little bit fast over here. Yeah, and once that missile impacts, we can turn you around. Hopefully impact. Even if it's not going to impact. Ooh, there are more aircraft starting over there. These might be more MiG-35s, we do not know. But we do have a SuperTomcat down there somewhere. And there is a strike. Lovely. Okay, you do return home, and while you're doing that, please do not emit any radar. Do not cause any radar emissions, because that would not be great. Right, still got a couple of aircraft flying in here, specifically this SU-33, which does have a higher range than we do. Nevertheless, can we go in there to attack? That's actually a good question here. We do have 12 missiles. Let's see whether that is going to work out. I think they do have a higher range than we do, obviously. 70 miles versus our 60 miles. Yeah, that's not great. I think we will burn very quickly towards them soon. You guys look a little bit like you might be intercepting them. And do we know anything about you? Well, no, not really. How have we even detected you? Eyeball. By whom? Huh. Ah, okay, sorry. I thought it was Mark 1 eyeball. No, it's of course our aircraft itself that is called eyeball. Right. Good. Okay, once you do engage these guys, don't be shy on ammunition, I think. So let's try to send a lot of stuff their way once we are within range, basically. Right, everyone here seems to be alright. I don't really know what these guys are. Suppose we can go a little bit further towards the east there, just to make sure that we are not being detected. And you know what? I think I would like to bring you towards their rear as well. A little bit more than anything else. Right. You are seemingly the only Tomahawk that is going to be successful at all. So all your friends didn't do quite as well, but you just might be. MiG-29 there. Still don't know what this is. This is a high value target. And up over here it seems these guys are... Are you turning around there? That'd be very interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, let's go to afterburner speed. We only have 2 minutes doing this. But if we could catch you, that'd be great. That would be truly great. You're trying to run away, aren't you? I mean, we shouldn't ignore these aircraft there. Ah, and you've just reached bingo fuel. Well, there's that. Okay, I don't think I can push any further. I mean, I could of course overrule all of this, but I don't think it's really that worthwhile, so yeah, let's not do that. Right. Still no contact emissions from you? No, none at all. Okay, that's alright. Yeah, we've got Black Tiger here. Don't feel like sniping at SU-33s though. I mean, it was okay just to dump a couple of missiles that we had around anyway for an aircraft that wanted to... oh, look at that. That basically wanted to return home. Ooh, very nice. We did take out that radar installation, so that's great. That's actually very nice, isn't it? Yeah, we have still a radar installation down there. Still, they will safeguard that extremely closely. How about you, though? Aren't you an important aircraft system for them? So, if that is the case, let's actually grab this task force here and see whether we can engage these guys here slightly differently to what we did last time. So yeah, let's fire another single missile over here. There we go. And let's grab that arc. And let's see whether we can come around. Like, it's a little bit awkward. I would like to get another... Okay, no, this is slightly awkward. Okay. What did I do? Do you have your target anyway? Or are you just gonna beeline towards it now? Alright. That was okay then. Right, okay. More SU-33s coming in there. Our guys are coming home. They just passed each other there, which I suppose is okay. We still don't know what these guys are, although they're definitely coming very close towards these F-30... towards these guys here. Although not on any sort of intercept speed that you would expect if they were extremely hostile. Or just trying to intercept us, actually. Right. Also, we have got the Tomcat down here. Let's bring you up over here. Maybe we can send something up their way. Yeah, but I mean, with two guys there in the air, we are very sure that these are hostile. They're just not emitting yet, so that's why we're not seeing necessarily any target signature. Not sure what these flankers are doing. They are coming our way, but doesn't seem like they're too aggressive there. So maybe it's just a patrol. Yeah, and our guys are returning home, so that's okay too. I think we are sending up... yeah, actually we are sending up another group already, so that's great as well. Anti-submarine warfare duty going on pretty well over here. That is very nice indeed. Yeah, what are these guys? I do not know. Right, and I suppose we can go a little bit faster here. And you know what? I think this might actually be a good place to put in a cut. So what I'm going to do in between episodes is I think I am going to play a little bit ahead here, and I'm just basically going to grab you guys once anything interesting is going to happen. So either if these guys are coming up close towards us, or in fact if any of these guys, no, they are seemingly turning around, or whether we can engage this high value target here. Until then, I say thank you very much for watching, guys, and I hope to see you around next time. Bye bye.